downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semi-final collision. Returner decides to fair catch this. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Gives it to the back. Runs into the teeth of that defense. Picks up just a couple yards. Second down after that run on the previous play. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Second down here. They'll run it to the right side. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The defense came out ready to go on that second down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up third down.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's third down after that run. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Receiver makes the catch. He goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's got it again. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback. Look, if you're a defense, how to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. I saw that exactly on this score right here.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Got it again. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. for the completion. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that man coverage, they might as well just keep attacking just like that.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Hilltoppers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Hilltoppers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And that is incomplete, but there's a flag down. Did the receiver push off? And that's an offensive pass interference call. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hand.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes the FAU offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. They tried to extend the play, but nobody open. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, and now they have a chance to put points on the board.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And here comes the punter onto the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Tries to get it to the running back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Wow, what a play. Defensive score. And now they'll set up for the point after. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Single back, takes the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Hilltoppers look to keep this drive moving.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Hilltoppers with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's running out of time here. Receiver makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
From the shotgun, drops back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force him into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. Man, do they make that look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Catch made on the right side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Hilltoppers looking to cash in the red zone. In the red area, it's Hampton. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble now. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. and is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Sullivan. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got enough for the 1st down and still going. 4th set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal now, trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. They'll return it from inside the 5. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. The Minnows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hilltoppers will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. The offense looks fired up to begin the 2nd half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, and you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Run down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They're going to throw on 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, FAU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And he's not going to make it. That's a big stop for the defense. It's still a 5-point margin. Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
A shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Quick throw to his receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end who can lay out like that and make a play?
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback still with the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Fourth down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Second down play coming up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The back's got it. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Oh, that really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Hayes. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
And he just throws the ball away there and leaves to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Owls. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. This game just got tighter. Temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
set second down play here. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 40 now. They're head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And the Hilltoppers looking to keep this drive rolling. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Hilltoppers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Sticking with the running game. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They set up at 3rd and 4. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's caught. It's Jones. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense. With the lead, do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He knocks this one right through.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Pressure is coming. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up for the sack in a crucial moment. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Can't get it away. The defense has got it with a huge stop at this stage of the game.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. So it's still a 1-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the offense just takes a knee here. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now to John, it's even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this